Hello everyone, my name is Bhimashankar Pujari. Today I am discussing experiment number 3, which is a priori algorithm. So title of this algorithm is apply a priori algorithm to find a frequently occurring items from given datasets and generate strong association rules using support and confidence thresholds. Objective of this experiment is model association between products by determining sets of items frequently purchased together and building association rules to derive recommendations. Learn market basket analysis using a priori and FP growth algorithm using Python. So first of all, I will discuss what is the a priori algorithm. A priori algorithm refers to the algorithm which is used to calculate the association rules between objects. It means how two or more objects are related to one another. In other words, we can say that a priori algorithm is an association rule learning that analyzes that people who bought product A also bought product B. The primary object of this algorithm is to create the association rule between different objects. The association rule describes how two or more objects are related to one another. A priori algorithm is also called a frequent pattern mining. Generally, you operate the a priori algorithm on a database that consists of hug number of transactions. Let's understand the a priori algorithm with the help of an example. Suppose you go to Big Bazaar and buy different products. It helps the customer buy their products with easy and increase the sales performance of the Big Bazaar. In this tutorial, we will discuss the a priori algorithm with example. So we will discuss what is a priori algorithm. A priori algorithm refers to an algorithm that is used to mining frequent product sets and relevant association rules. Generally, the a priori algorithm operates on a database containing a hug number of transactions. For example, the item set custom but at a big budget. So it has a components of a priori algorithm. A priori algorithm contains three components. First one is support, second one confidence, and third one lift. Let's take the example to understand this concept. We have already discussed the above. You need to hug database containing a large number of transactions. Suppose you have 4,000 customer transactions in a big bazaar. You have to calculate the support, confidence, and lift for two products, and you may say biscuits and chocolate this because customers frequently buy these two items together. Out of 4,000 transactions, 400 contains biscuits, where 6,000 contains chocolates, and those 600 transaction includes a 200 that includes biscuits and chocolates. Using this data, we will find out the support, confidence, and lift. So, what is the support? Support refers to the default property of an product. You find the support as a quotient of a division of the number of transactions, comparing that product by the total number of transactions. Hence we get. So formula is transaction related biscuits by total transactions. So 400 by 4,000 equal to 10%. So second one is confidence. Confidence refers to the possibility that the customer bought both biscuits and chocolates together. So you need to divide the number of transactions that comprise both biscuits and chocolates by the total number of transactions to get confidence. So formula is equal to confidence equal to transaction relating both biscuits and chocolate by total transaction involving biscuits. So 200 by 400 equal to 50%. So lift. Consider the above example. Lift refers to the increase in the ratio of the sales of a chocolates when you sell biscuits. The mathematical equations of a lift is given below. Lift equal to confidence by support. So it has some advantages and disadvantages. So we will discuss first advantages of a priori algorithm. It is used to calculate large item sets, simple to understand and apply. These two are the advantages of a priori algorithm. So disadvantages of a priori algorithm is a priori algorithm is an expensive method to find support since the calculation has to pass through the whole database. Sometimes you need to hug number of calculate rules, so it becomes computationally more expensive. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. Now we will go for the implementation of this program. So I will first run this program first. So now it is running program. It will take program. Yep. Now this is successfully run. So import numpy as I am importing some libraries of Pythons. First import numpy as np, and then import matplotlib.pypalt as a plt, and import pandas as a pd. So py install a priori. First of all, I install a priori packages, and then this py install a priori is for the installing the a priori packages and importing datasets from google.colab. Import files, uh, data to load equal to file dot upload. This is for uploading the dataset. Import io dataset equal to pd.read csv. This csv file is the in pandas format. So this is running, and dataset.describe is the syntax for describing the data in the dataset, and this dataset contains 7500 rows and 20 columns. Check the shape of the dataset. Dataset.shape is a syntax for checking the shape of the datasets. This having is 7500 rows and 20 columns. So this is the empty list transactions, and for I in range of 0 to 7500, and transaction.append street dataset value ij for j in range of 0 to 20, and training the a priori model on a data set. Now it is running. It will take some time. I will waiting there. It has some network problem. So from a priori, import a priori. We will use the a priori functions that will be imported from the a priori packages. This function will return the rules to train the model in the dataset considering below code. These rules equal to a priori. This is a rule, and result equal to list of rules. Now this is also I am running, and this is also running. So here it rules contains mean support and mean confidence and mean lift, and mean length, mean legs. So mean support is nothing but to set the minimum support float value. We were have used 0.03, that is calculated by taking 3 transactions per customer each week to the total number of transactions. Minimum confidence, to set the minimum confidence value we have taken 0.2. It can be changed as per the business problem. Mean left, to set the minimum left value. Mean length, it takes the minimum length number of products for association. So now they are successfully run. So we get here results. Relation records item, bronze set, and visualizing the rule support confidence leap in more clear way. So for item in results, pair equal to item of 0, item equal to x for x in pair, print rules and print support and print confidence, print lift. This is a program for visualizing the rule support confidence lift in more clear way. Now it is running. Now here get output. Rules chicken, light cream, support count is 0.004 and confidence is 0.29 and lift is 4.806. So light cream instead the first rule, which is a light cream chicken, states that the light cream and chicken are bought frequently by most of the customers. The support for this rule is 0.0045 and the confidence is 39%, 29%, and hence if a customer buys light cream, it is 29% chances that he also buys chicken, and it is 0.0045 times appeared in the transaction. We can check all these things in other rule also. In these rules also same. So this assignment. Thank you for watching.